Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is the number 6 review of series number 14. Series number 14 is Tough Guy, the regular Tough Guy line. So in this review, we will be taking a look at, as you just saw, Tough Guy Vanilla. It is a product that I have had before, but one that I probably have not had for about a year. So let's take a look at the packaging. So you have the Tough Guy high gloss metal lid. It is the new style. It's got a raised boxed rim. The box is a little bit thinner than a US smokeless product. The letters of Tough Guy are raised, and since this is a new lid, the Tough Guy himself is raised and holding a spittoon. Flavor is denoted in the upper right when you're looking at the product. Going to the side banding, manufacturer's information and barcode, which I will get back to. Fat cut vanilla. Net weight 1.2 ounces, standard dips can. Branding, warning label, another fat cut vanilla. Premium chewing tobacco, fat cut. And back around to the barcode and manufacturer's information. The manufacturer's information is that this is a product of Ace Moist Snuff Incorporated of Farmingdale, New York, which is on Long Island, a little bit east of Queens. Okay. This is tax class C. That is because this is chewing tobacco. It's fine cut chewing tobacco. Yes, they make a big deal that it's fat cut, this, that. I mean, how many times did they even say that on the banding? Like 4? You can look at it that way, but a better way of looking at it, and one that's a little bit more realistic to the truth of the matter, is that this is fine cut loose leaf chew. When I get into the can, you will see it is not strands, it's not dipping tobacco, it is flat leaf that is just cut really, really small. So I'm going to cut into it. Now on these cans, it is a new can. You can tell the new cans because they have a deep recess that has a pretty sharp edge going into it. There is no date code, sell by date, best by. There's nothing like that on these. They are made small batch. And until this past year or so, they used to say on the invoices that came with your order that you should use the product within 30 days. Thus, once that's said, no real need to have a Best Buy or whatnot. However, the invoices do not say that anymore. Now, I say invoices with your orders because the only place that you can actually get this is on their website, which is toughguychew.com. I know that Outlaw says go to his site for his dip. I'm not quite sure if he may actually have his own platform now. It used to be, though, if you went to his link, it just kicked you over to a page of the Tough Guy site. So I'm going to crack into this, and hopefully this can doesn't give me any problems. The banding is slightly better. It's not completely off course. Seems to be cutting okay. They do have good bands that give a good seal. It's just that they've been so off base lately with them. And I have a feeling that's most likely because they've automated putting the bands on, or they've changed something about the automation. They're good bands, though. And is it going to give me problems or not? Seal is cut, and now I got the side. Okay. And it's open. And it's very wet. And it is a fairly strong smell of sweet vanilla coming off it. I haven't had this product. It might be longer than a year now. That's what it's looking like inside. And that is basically dead on to what it actually looks like in person. All right, so I'm going to take a pinch, and then I'll show you my fingers, and it'll be real obvious that I'm going to have to hit the pause button. The fat cut does pinch real well. And with a moisture level like this, I don't see how it couldn't. Now, you most likely can't see it, but in the light I have off to the side here, I can see that there are like translucent strands of leaf, all right? Almost like when I pull out chew from a bag. It's like the leaf is been soaked so thoroughly that it's almost sort of like a stained piece of like wax paper or whatnot, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm going to throw this in. And I'm going to go now and wipe my hands off. I will be back. And I am back. So, the thing that is stand out about these Tough Guy products are the flavors. Their flavors are just, they're really, really good. Now, I had said that in a couple reviews ago with the orange, and then I had to sort of walk it back last night with the original. I do have a thought on that now, the original. Theory, okay? Unproven theory. The original is basically, this is my theory that is, the original is basically all Tough Guy products before the flavors are added. That's why it's so neutral. They've made the product so it's neutral, so when they do apply a flavor like vanilla or orange, it really pops. That's the only thing I can think of, and that would play into the name of it being original. It's just flavor-wise, there's a flavor there, but you can't place it. This says vanilla on the can, and there is no mistaking this is vanilla. It's a little bit different than I remember it. So maybe I haven't had this product for quite a while, and maybe it's been more than a year. Originally, I sort of thought that the Fred's Choice was just sort of this flavor, only more of it. And that sort of is true, but this seems now a little more tart. Still sweet, it's still vanilla. But the Fred's Choice now, in respects to this can, seems softer. That said, this is, I mean, it's definitely vanilla. What they say on the can, there is no questioning this or probably any of the other flavors except for that original. There's a mouthfeel. It's a little stingy going in, and I have been dipping all day today. I've been dipping Stoker straight. So it could only, with a flavor like this, it could only be nicotine absorption. There's no other, I mean, if this was a winter green, then there might be some question as to whether it's the winter green oil they're using or whatnot. But with this, it's just nicotine, and I do feel a little bit of an uptick. So they very well may be dead on and telling the truth when they say that they have the most free nicotine of any round can products. All right? It could be very well be true. Because it feels like it. It feels like it in the mouth, at least. Now, the more of course, I'm 3 days into these products now, and then there were the 3 from before, and I got 2 more days still left. The more I deal with this cut, though, in the mouth, the more it's irritating me. Now, I've been dipping the orange off and on during the day, but it's just, I can see where they're getting away calling it fat cut, but why they were promoting it as such, it's not the pinching wise. It's great, but with a moisture level like this, it would hard to be anything else unless it was fine cut like Longhorn or something. But in the mouth, it flattens out. It's spreading. I had it sort of formed up front on the side again, and it's back past my back molar, and it's moving up over my teeth. And this time, tonight, I am actually getting some floaters rolling over onto my tongue. Got another one right there. Most of the time, you can just push them back, but it's not firm in the mouth. You know what I mean? Like with Stokers or with Skull, and Grizzly, I suppose, too. Now, I don't like Skull and Grizzly so much because they lean dry. Copenhagen, though, and Stokers, both of them have pretty good moisture contents. But they feel firm in the mouth. Not uncomfortable firm. It's not like you got a rock in your cheek or your lip or whatnot. But, they're not spreading out, and this stuff is. And depending how much you have in, it can get a little irritating. So, why they thought it, let's see on this band here. 1, 2, 3. 3 times on the band, and another time on the front, they are playing up the fat cut. It's not that great. It really isn't. Pinching wise, it pinches well, but in the mouth, all over. So, flavor's good. It's vanilla. If you like vanilla, you're going to like this. Nicotine's there. Packaging is okay. This was the easiest one to open up out of the last 3, although this is what happened when it did. The band was a little bit off, but the packaging, all in all, is good, and it is aesthetically appealing. It's a good-looking can. Why they went with Tough Guy, I don't know what the reasoning behind going with that name was, but all in all, though, it's a good looking product. So nicotine's there, packaging is good. Cut in the mouth, pinching's good, but cut in the mouth isn't that great. I don't like it. Not for me. And that's about it. This has been the review of Tough Guy Vanilla. Pretty high nicotine, good packaging. Cut's good for pinching. I don't like the feel of it in the mouth. I don't like what it does. But all in all, if you get a chance, I'd give it a try. But as I said, it's a order-only online product. Okay? So I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I'd like to say hello and thank you to 99 Black Jaguar and Cade Satchler. Hello and thank you guys. You were the only notifications I got. More came in besides you, but I didn't get notifications for them. If you're out there, drop a comment if you want to be acknowledged. Say new or something. I'm going to try to catch up with the comments in the comment section over the next week or so. I know I've been falling behind on that. I've been really busy. I also want to give a shout out to the gamer Drew, which I got right and then ended up botching in the end last night. So the gamer Drew, I don't know if he has a channel himself with the name that he has. He very well may. So check him out if he does. The gamer Drew. Do check out Berg's Dip Reviews. Oh, man. Dirty Pat Walsh, Wayside Lee, 83, Snuff Strings, Real Talk Studios, No Bluff Buff, and SnoozeFreak.com, the channel here on YouTube. It is a German channel, but if you have a snooze question, you can ask it in one of his comment sections, and he will get back to you in English. I do hope everyone is well. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.